Palm Stadium in beautiful San Diego, California. Another season is drawing near its close, and each of today's teams would love nothing better than to add another victory to their record before its conclusion, as the Packers square off against the Chargers. Al Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this one, brought to you by EA Sports, the company that defines football.
One thing that can turn an average...
They're lined up and ready for the kickoff, so let's go to the field for the start of the action. Longwell in to kick this one off. Nice distance. From the 4-yard line. The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game. They line up in the I formation. Man in motion. Crosses it left. Good play in the backfield. That play wasn't going anywhere except backward.
I tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down, because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
Brees gets set.
Take him out. Come on, partner.
He'll get it again. So that was a pickup of about 9. Well, today, John, we'll see two of the best running backs in the league.
I had a chance to talk to these guys before the game, and they were both very, very focused. They both realize that they're going to be measured against each other. I think we're going to see a big game for both of them.
With the pass, almost got it. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. The return is setting up nicely, and he has room to run with it. Let's see if they can turn this first drive into points. First and 10. Ball on their own 37. Favre sets up. On the carry. A 5-yard pickup on that one by the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
Hand it off to the back. Gain of about 1. It's third down and 4 to go. Ball on their own 43. The Chargers come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Bust this real deep. We'll see. Stay out, you.
Under pressure. Gets rid of it. And it's complete.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Hand it off. Picks up 5.
30 on the run. 5-yard gain on the play.
Tosses it out to the left. They give it to the halfback, and he stopped at the 29-yard line. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down. First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Closing in with the throw, and he hits his target. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation because on second and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Again, he'll get the call. Green picks up just enough for the first. First down coming up after that run. Eighth play of this drive. Again with the run. Carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
San Diego comes out in their nickel package. Looking downfield, throws to the end zone. Knew exactly where he was, got into the corner, makes the catch.
He always seems to know exactly where he is out there in the field. If you know that your feet are going to be in, it gives you one less thing to think about, letting you concentrate on making the catch.
Longwell comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. Good job moving the ball the length of the field for the touchdown.
The more touchdown drives, the better. Now they'll go back to the sidelines and see why they were able to beat the defense for 6. And they'll try and repeat those results the next time they get the ball.
Should be a return here. From the 7.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
Tosses it out to the left. Still running.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Brees sends a man in motion. Keeping him at 3. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. Penalty marker down.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around. You just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
Tomlinson in the backfield.
Second and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Going to the left. Tomlinson couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
The Packers come out in a nickel
Ball
package.
on the 40-yard line.
Pressure for an option. He's taken down in the backfield. And the quarterback gets dumped for the sack.
His receiver might have had a step to the outside. The rush got to him just before he could get rid of it.
This punt will be his second of the day. With 1 quarter of play, separated by a touchdown. With the score, Green Bay, and we're ready to start the second quarter. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. But he made the right decision there.
Favre gets set. Pass play here on first down. Rolls left. Gets the pass off. They'll mark it at the 43. He catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first downs.
Looking for an option. Rolling out to his left with a deep throw to the right side. What a catch. The 30. Amazing play by Walker.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
Favre sets up. On the ground. He has some room. Breaks free. Pulls him over. They blitz and it backfires.
Yeah, that's a chance you take. You're hoping to get some penetration and hit him in the backfield. But if you miss, there isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep him from picking up the first down.
With the carry, he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
The defense is going to need to try something different to slow down this running game.
They'll go from the I formation. Fifth play of this drive. Pressure coming, surveying the field. This pass is incomplete. Trying to get it in for 6, but couldn't. Third down. And they find themselves in scoring range. Quarterback tackle at the 1-yard line. Good read by the defense there as they knew the quarterback was going to run with it, and they shut him down.
On the 1-yard line.
Give it all you got, kid. Come on. Set. Hut.
It's a sneak. Touchdown, Green Bay. They'll line up for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Excellent possession there, John, capped off by the touchdown. And right now they've given themselves a little room for error.
They're moving the ball out there pretty easily. Every time I see these guys play, I'm very impressed by the players they have, especially on offense. But the thing that impresses me most is the coaching staff. They're always very well prepared. They do a good job of calling plays, and the plays that are designed to take advantage of the other team's weaknesses.
So after being forced to punt the last time they had it, the offense heads back out onto the field. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Hand off to the tailback. And the halfback picks up about 3. They line up in the I formation. Hand it off to the back. The 30. The 40. At the 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Chargers. And so with a trail of defenders in his wake, he takes it down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, that guy just turned on the jets and outran everybody on the field.
Christie comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The point after is good. Didn't take them long, but they moved down the field quickly, John, taking less than a minute off the game clock.
That's what happens when you have an offense that is completely in sync. If you can get in a rhythm like that, you can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
From the 11-yard line, breaks free of the defender. The offense with a lot of success through the air on the last drive as they move downfield for the touchdown. So they have 1st and 10 here. Favre sets up. Green.
Yeah, the defense has got to slow down this running game.
7-yard gain on the play.
Under pressure, surveying the field. With the throw, picked off. The defender makes a leaping interception.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and boom, he took it.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10.
They got nothing.
Tomlinson, the deep man.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Gets the toss to the left. Tomlinson couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Tosses it out to the right. Carries it for 6 yards on that play.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Only one man back. Two minutes left. They need 5. Ball on their own 46. Brees gets set. Stepping up, gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down.
On the play.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Dropping back. He's looking, rolling out to his right. Throws it. Jumps up and comes down with it. He flings that pass right to his receiver.
That quarterback rarely throws a bad ball.
They'd like to add a few more points to this lead, but will need to do a good job with clock management. Only one man in the backfield. Closing in, surveying the field. With the throw, the pass falls incomplete. I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. They come out in a dime package. Pressure, looking for an option, throwing. A lot of room to work with. Walker was there to make the catch for the first down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
Dropping back to pass on first down. He's looking with the pass. Nearly intercepted. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him. The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
That's a 3-yard gain. Ball right around midfield. And this is the 6th play of this drive. With the throw, and the catch is made. The Packers call a timeout. That's their first.
Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other team back in it with a turnover.
They'll go with a run once again. The can't bring him down. He explodes into the secondary for a nice gain.
He really did. He blew past the line into the secondary and picked up the first down.
Favre gets set. Again with a carry. Decent gain, about 4.
A ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
Only one man back.
5. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Pressure coming. He surveys the field, gets the pass off. Won't have to break stride. They have the defense off balance. Another first down.
You know, this defense has tried everything. Man coverage, blitz, zones. They've really mixed up their defenses and their coverages. This offense has taken advantage of them all. We need to watch the guys up front on this play. They're going to be passing. And the best thing the defense can do here is to get some pressure on the quarterback. Either throw a pick or taking him down for the sack.
He's looking with the pass, the adjustment, and he's brought down at the 4-yard line. They'll try to add 3 with a field goal before halftime. They line up in the I formation. Drops back, goes with a short pass to the right side. No one there that time. Now it's 3rd down after the incompletion. Under pressure, looking for a receiver. He hits his receiver. Touchdown, Green Bay. Big time catch in the end zone, John. Boy, how did he break free?
I think they just lost track of him running around back there. I bet you they keep a better eye on him the next time they get down there near the goal line.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up. The point after is good. Longwell comes in to kick off. It's on its way. From the 2-yard line. The 30, the 40, the 50, the 40. Breaks free. The 20. He'll high step his way across the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego. So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. And the extra point is good. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Green Bay 21. San Diego. And we're back. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Christie will be kicking off. Short kickoff. From the 17-yard line. Green Bay could take a commanding lead with a touchdown here. Green has had a very good first half, and his team has the lead. In fact, both teams' running backs are playing very well so far, John.
Yeah, they have. These two guys love playing against one another, measuring themselves against each other, and right now it's pretty close.
He decided to tuck it in rather than try to force the pass, and has done a nice job when he's made that decision today. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Get at him, Keith. Let's go. Come on. Set. Hut.
They give it to the halfback. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. 1 yard to go. Ball on their own 36. Quarterback sneak. He goes down at the 38-yard line. Well, they kept it in the quarterback's hands.
And they picked up the first down, but you want to make sure you don't get them too banged up.
Set.
Pass play here on first down. Closing in. Passing right. Incomplete pass. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
They come out of the nickel. And this is the 5th play of this drive. He surveys the field. He goes to the left side. The big defensive lineman got his hands up there.
If you can't get to the quarterback, then you get to his lane. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd and long. Ball on their own 38. 6th play of this drive. Dropping back, rolls left. Looking for the long completion over the middle. Incomplete.
Pass interference on the defense.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Favre gets set. Hands it off. Picks up 5.
The 30 on the carry. 5-yard gain on the play.
Set.
Pressure. He surveys the field. Gets rid of it. Nice adjustment. Driver is proving again why he's one of the quarterback's favorite targets. That's his 4th reception. So they need about 3 here. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Catch the ball, man.
Favre sets up. Green. They'll go with a play fake. Goes with a short pass to the right side. They're trying to get the fullback involved in the passing game.
And he's one of those guys who's a pretty good safety valve. He's got soft hands, and more importantly, he knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Give it to the halfback. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there.
Gain of 6.
2nd and 4. Ball on the 8-yard line. This is the 10th play of this drive. Tosses it left. On the run. Davenport didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them offside.
Dropping back, pressure coming. He surveys the field, throws one at the end zone. They took a shot at the end zone, but the incompletion brings up 4th down.
Receiver on the play.
Longwell leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. And it's on its way, and it's good. The kickoff team lines up. Good kick, should be returnable. From the 4. He lost it. The Chargers scoop up the live ball. They give it to the halfback. Lost some valuable yardage on that run through the middle.
He's got to look to make his move earlier. If he sees guys waiting there in the middle, he's got to look for the cutback lane or bounce it out, looking for a little more room to the outside.
Handed off to the back. Tomlinson couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them. Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Brees gets set. Man in motion.
Get in there.
Takes the toss to the left. He has some room. 5-yard pickup on that run by the tailback. Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. The Chargers using motion. On the carry. Tomlinson eclipses the 100-yard mark on that carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
They need about 3. 6th play of this drive. The Chargers using motion. Going to the left. Tomlinson wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Here's the kick. Fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Favre sets up, gives the ball off, breaking through. They brought some extra people but couldn't stop him before he got the first.
And run blitzing these guys isn't a bad idea because you know they like to run. You got to be sure to bring guys in the right place. If you think they might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help you.
Green picks up maybe 3 on that carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Packers ahead of the Chargers 24-14. We'll get the call again. Kept it on the ground, picks up about 7.
7-yard gain on the play.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down. Gets away. Green couldn't find the quite quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Here's the punt. He fields the punt with room to run. They'll go from the I formation.
Bring the pain.
Passing on first down. Under pressure, gets the pass off, right to him. Dumps the ball out to his receiver, and that'll bring up a first down.
First downs are critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
Going to the left. Westbrook knifed in there and made the tackle.
And when you have a cornerback who can come up and make a tackle like that, stopping or slowing down the outside run is a whole heck of a lot easier.
Dropping back. Closing in. He's looking. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Brees saw the pressure and got rid of the ball.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up fourth down.
Receiver on the play.
Bennett lines up in the backfield for the punt. Number 83, back to return. He gets under this one and has a lot of room to run.
38-yard punt. Returned for a gain of 4 yards.
First and 10. Ball on their own 27. Green. Green was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunity.
He surveys the field, rolls left. Incomplete pass. Good play by the defender to get in there and disrupt the pass.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Drops back. Looking downfield. Lets this pass fly deep down the middle. The pass falls incomplete. Nice play call, but the receiver just couldn't hang on.
The offensive coordinator called a good play, and the quarterback threw him a catchable ball. He just couldn't get his hands in the proper position to make the catch.
Dwight sets up, waiting for the punt. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
Man in motion.
Bust his grill. Yeah. Sideline to sideline.
Pressure coming. Pump faking. With the throw. The 40. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
13-yard gain.
Green Bay comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
To the air on first down. Under pressure with the pass. Behind it, and he has it. Brees really put his body into that throw.
This quarterback has all the tools. A rocket arm, and he never makes a wrong read.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Closing in, and he's tackled behind the line by Johnson. It's second down and 15 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line.
We'll see.
The quarterback is back in the shotgun. Throws it. It's broken up.
7-yard line.
Here's what you do. You start pushing, and if you don't get to him and you see him start to throw, you stop and you get your hands up. And that's what gets you in those passing lanes, and that's how you knock the ball down.
Pressure. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass.
Number 91 on the coverage. Fourth and 15. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Dropping back with the throw.
Now watch how they get out of a jam. They're looking at a 4th and long situation here, and they call the perfect play at the perfect time. He makes one heck of a throw, and he gets it past the marker to keep him going. Everything had to work on that one, and everything did.
Get in there. Here come the heat.
The Packers come out in a nickel package. Gets the pass off. Good throw. He has room. Touchdown, Chargers. A nice pass, a nice catch, and it goes to the score.
That was just a solid play. That guy was not going to be denied.
Preston comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. The Chargers are attempting to come back from this deficit.
This game isn't over.
Not enough time to try to get the ball back, so the onside kick is the call. Here it is. Green Bay has it.
The defense needs to come up big with a stop here.
This one is just about in the books. They give it to the halfback. San Diego calls a timeout. They have 2 remaining. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 35-yard line. Green. The Chargers call a timeout. They have 1 remaining.
I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
3rd and 2.
Hand it off again.
29-yard
The running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge, and that's how he got by the first down marker.
First and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Hand it off to the back, breaking free. The Chargers call a timeout. They have no timeouts left.
Gain of 10.
2nd and short. 8 yards to the goal line.
Stay after him.
Favre sets up. He'll get it again. Great move. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Look at him here. He wasn't going to be stopped on that one. He's a hard runner. And he just shrugs off the defenders, and he gets in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Longwell is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 82, back to return.
Sends it sailing. From the 7-yard line. The passing game is really working for them. We saw that on their last possession as they worked their way down the field for a touchdown. And let's see if they can do it again here.
Any run plays in the playbook should be thrown out because they need points fast, and the only way they're going to get them is by throwing the ball.
He'll pass on first down. Throwing. He hits his receiver. He really ate up the coverage on that play, John.
That receiver makes all of his receptions look easy.
They'll go with a hurry-up offense. Spike stops the clock. The Packers come out on a nickel package.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Get in there. Buster's great.
Man in motion.
There we go. There we go. Work all right. They got enough.
Pressure coming. Throws it. Almost picked off. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
They're down by 1 score, facing a crucial 4th down.
Time is not on their side right now, because they need that touchdown fast. But they can't score if they don't get this 1st down.
Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. This one will be over with a kneel down or maybe 2. With the carry. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play. Second and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Got the ball. Eagle left. Set. Yeah. That's all you.
This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Green Bay 31, San Diego 21. This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long.